Folks, we have an Elvis sighting. That's right, he's not dead. He's right here in the EFC. Elvis Ngwalangwala. The animal is in the house, and he is searching for a win against one of the hardest hitters in the lightweight division, Rodrique. Will they stand toe-to-toe? What sort of battle are we going to get from these two lightweights? Let's find out here at EFC.
Restonic presents Rodrique versus Elvis Ngwalangwala.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, kicking things off. It is Elvis Ngwalangwala. They call him the animal for a reason, because you have a fighter that never stops, an incredible athlete, and he is coming out here to make a big impact here at EFC 81 here in Pretoria in South Africa. And Elvis Ngwalangwala, I think if there's ever been an issue with Elvis, it's been that he's never been able to find that weight class that he needs. There's been a number of times that, you know, he's come into a fight and he's looked good and he's been able to slug it out with his opponent, but at the same time, he never has found that weight class that really works for him. I think sitting at 155, this is probably going to be the best place for Elvis if he can kind of settle in here. He seems to be in pretty good shape. If he can throw down at this weight class, this is the place for him right now. He is in the CM Trading Prep Zone. Of course, CM Trading, a proud partner of the EFC. Check out CM Trading online. Elvis Ngwalangwala out of Raw MMA. This is a fighter that, you know, is a little upside down in his record. So this is a big opportunity for him to right the ship and to have a big fight here in Pretoria and show the folks here at the EFC that Elvis needs to stay in the building. Being looked at by Kurt Stratum and Ferdy Bassan, and he is going to have his hands full here. As we know, he's going up against the white-hot Rodrique, one of the hardest hitters in the division. The guy that's almost built out of stone. And for Elvis Ngwalangwala, he's going to have to be creative. He's going to have to be very smart with his striking, because you stand in the pocket with Rodrique, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. You can get yourself hurt. But right now, Elvis Ngwalangwala is officially inside the hexagon, and you know he is ready to rock. Can Elvis get it done here at EFC 81? We will soon find out. And here comes Rodrique. They call him the Trigger, as he looks to throw down with Elvis Ngwalangwala here at EFC 81. And, you know, we talked about earlier with Rodrique, what the Trigger brings to the hexagon. And, of course, I mean, just a raw, powerful guy is Kenna. He can really put a lot behind those punches, and he is a very tough customer to deal with. For Rodrique, you look up and down that record, and a guy that's currently sitting at 3-3. He's 500 in his record, but he's been in there with a number of killers here in the EFC. Really hasn't had a whole lot of easy fights, to say the least. He's been there with Serge Kasanda, Luke Michael, who is a welterweight contender, Shaluma Mikishi, one of the best that we have to offer. Safisa Nakovo, big win there. Very exciting fight. That was back at EFC 74. And most recently, a loss to Saxon Delafield, who has really been on fire right now. Rodrique is in the CM Trading Prep Zone, and he's going to have a heck of a time here dealing with Elvis Ngwalangwala, because Elvis is one of those guys that is so hungry for a win. He is willing to throw caution to the wind and throw down and try to get that win by any means necessary. And when you deal with a guy that has nothing to lose, those are some of your toughest opponents. Rodrique, though, he comes into every fight, and he never backs down from a challenge. So excited to see Kenna back in action again here at EFC. Raises his arm up to the fans, and now Kenna is ready to do it all over again. Are we going to get that show of respect as he goes by Elvis? And we are going to get the touch of the fist. So it looks like these guys will be touching fists here, and it looks like we're going to have a respectful affair. Rodrique, the Trigger, ready to go here at EFC 81.
Let's take a look at our Easy Equities tail of the tape for this lightweight bout. Rodrique Kenna is 6 years older and enjoys a 1-inch height advantage. Both gentlemen weighed in exactly 154 pounds apiece, but it's an 8-inch reach advantage that Rodrique Trigger Kenna, the knockout specialist, enjoys. Let's get things underway now with my friend Cyrus Fees.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds in the EFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist, coming in with a record of 1 win and 2 defeats. Standing 5 foot 7 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, Elvis, the Animal, Ngwalangwala. And now his opponent, standing across the hex, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist with a record of 3 wins and 3 defeats. Standing 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, Rodrique the Trigger Kenna. Your referee when the action begins, Ferdy Basson.
Victoria's very own Ali joining us here in Menlyn, Maine. Of course, the RDG Hexagon girls come from Rex Diffin Gearbox, which is an approved drivetrain repairer for leading vehicle manufacturers and fleet owners. So call RDG today, now open right here in Pretoria at the N4 Gateway Industrial Park.
Fighter, you ready? You ready?
Round 1 brought to you by our good friends at Dragon Energy in the camo, Rodrique Kenna in the gray and the blue, Elvis Ngwalangwala. And of course, he is not the king of rock and rumble. That's Elvis Sinisic for all you MMA historians out there. But we got to work the king into something. Maybe the king of the jungle. That'd be a good one, right?
Well, certainly if Kenna has another loss on his record, it's going to be a heartbreaker hotel for him here tonight in Menlyn, Maine. That's without a shadow of a doubt.
Thank you for not addressing any of this nickname business I was talking about with Elvis. It's like you're just ignoring me.
God,
thanks.
It's just
Thanks,
a gift
Simon.
that keeps on giving, Cyrus.
Brought
isn't
you
it?
all those Hershey bars, and you just ignore me.
Very cagey openings by both guys, which is understandable
Cagey?
considering the knock. Oh, that was a good right. He's on wobbly legs.
Well, Rodrique is such a beast, man. This guy.
Kenna not going in for the kill there. Elvis was a little bit wobbly there. It was a
Playing with his food.
nice right from Rodrique Kenna, I think, that came through.
He's just one of those guys, man. There's a few guys out there that when they land that straight right or that straight left.
Another right cross.
Serge Cassanda, you know, Martin Vinstani. You got some of these guys that they have that one punch power at all times. And I really feel like Rodrique Kenna is one of those guys.
Yeah, it was just a classic left jab, right cross that really hurt Elvis. And Kenna, don't forget, he's more than happy to turn this an out-and-out brawl. So this is quite careful than another right, left seeping through.
Well, yeah, and he, even backing up and throwing the jab, he does damage. That's how hard he hits. But standing right there with him is Elvis Ngwalangwala. It's not like he's going to back down from the fight. The animal is here to battle. Ooh, here we go again. Another right hand from Rodrique Kenna, just missing the mark.
And nice thinking from Elvis there, the low leg kick as he was coming flying in, followed by the right. And Rodrique's one of those guys that he could do very often countering. If you've got good head movement and you're being wary, you know he's going to come in and start wading in, swinging hooks at some point. And you can look for that opening. He's laid himself over the takedowns in the past. We haven't seen much of Elvis's ground game, got to be honest with you. But there's certainly the opportunities that you can look for those openings against Rodrique Kenna's kind of style of fighting.
Oh, Elvis is still up. I am surprised. Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's got him down.
Blood in the water. This
He's
fight's
coming
about
up.
to be
He's going nowhere. The
over.
referee's going to stop this. He's going absolutely nowhere.
It's
Oh,
done.
my word.
Kenna with another dangerous victory. I mean, this guy is a beast, a monster. If
Wow.
you're going to stand toe-to-toe with Rodrique Kenna, you're in for a long night. That's all I'm going to say.
But I'm interested to see what shot originally set it up. He was going for the left jab, right cross, but it was a leg kick that put his opponent down, and it was that left overhand left that actually really stung him and put him down for good. And once he was down there, he was covering up. There was actually nowhere to go. He wasn't really scrambling for any limb whatsoever. He was just in pure survival mode. So there it was, a little leg click trips, half slip really, but there was like a couple of cross rights and left jabs that came in. But once he was down, there was really no defense from him. 30 was on looking very, very closely. He gave Elvis plenty of time to recover, but as you could see there, he was covering up completely and there was absolutely no defense coming back from Elvis Ngwalangwala. So let's make this one and put it into the history books with Cyrus Pease.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ferdy Bassan calls a stop to the contest at 2 minutes, 26 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO to the strikes, Rodrique, the Trigger, Kenna.